SEC East and all this stuff. Really we don't really focus on preseason predictions, but just as a leader, as a guy who cares about his team and a guy who cares about his teammates and knows what kind of work we've put in that the outside people in these predictors don't get to see. They don't get to see the work we've been putting in. They don't get to see the extra reps we've been getting, the extra film time. Installs 1 through 5 already in right before camp starts. So we're 5 steps ahead of where we were last year. So you can take that, and then they were talking. Pretty sure this was last time last year they were talking how we were going to win 4 games, 5 games, just like every other year, and then we go out and do what we did. So you can keep running your mouth, you can keep talking about us, and we'll shut it up for you on the football field.
Are you surprised though after winning 10 games?
No, I'm not surprised because nobody wants to see us win. It's nobody.
Who doesn't want to see us win?
I mean, nobody wants to see us win.
Well, why is that, you think?
They just don't want to see us win. If I had the answer, brother, I'd tell you.
Why wouldn't they want to see you win?
If I had the answer, I'd tell you, brother. I just couldn't tell you.
You really believe that?
I really do. You look at everybody always picks us to lose. Everybody always wants us to lose, besides my man Paul Feinbaum. He picks us every once in a while. So shout out to Paul.
Who are some of the guys that will make an impact immediately on the defense to fill in some of the holes that were left from last year?
When you look at it and how many guys we had left last year, obviously you look at the secondary and how a lot of those guys are gone. And like we were just talking about with JG and Jordan and Devontae, those 2 guys are going to step in, and take over our secondary for us and become really good leaders. They got a couple years to look behind Darius West, who led that secondary. Got to see Chris Westry, Derek Beatty, Lonnie Johnson, and how to play the game how it's supposed to be played and how to go make plays in big-time situations. So for those guys in the secondary, it's going to be huge for them. Replacing Josh, it was a big thing. I mean, he's 6'5", 2 whatever, however Coach Ed built him. But, Boogie's done an unbelievable job this spring, and I think that, just because people really focused on Josh, Boogie's a player too. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people that doesn't give him the respect that he's earned. Just because he was behind Josh so much, with no disrespect to Josh at all, because of everything he's done for us, and probably one of the greatest players to ever come down through this program. So just to see Boogie be able to get a chance, and J-Dub and our outside linebackers, everybody's going to be able to step up, and behind me with Chris Oates, DeAndre Square, Jamin Davis, the list goes on. And there's going to be a couple young guys, that are coming in this class, who obviously I think could have the potential to come up and help us this fall.
How cool is it that so many of you Kentucky boys, you, Drake, Landon, all you guys are going to be such a big part of this team?
It's awesome just to, like you said, to be a Kentucky boy and to represent, that blue and white across your chest and that name. It means something more special, I think, that it's not just a normal Saturday. It's not just a normal college football game at a normal SEC school for me, and plenty of other Kentuckians, and not just the Kentucky kids, but the people that aren't from here. They understand the importance of it and how important we actually take it. So it means a lot. We're really proud that we get to represent our state every Saturday, and try to make everybody as proud as we can.
There's always that next step for you to take, any athlete for that matter, and you talk about doing all the film work from time to time. Are you studying yourself, or do you study somebody else, like an athlete?
I mean, I studied myself. I studied, what I did wrong. And because when you're already watching film, you already know what you did wrong when you watch it, and you know how to correct it. But, just to pick up some new things, there's a lot of film I watch on Luke Kuechly. He's got unbelievable footwork. He's got unbelievable lateral speed, unbelievable violence with the way he rolls his hips and how he recognizes play. His pass coverage is phenomenal. For an inside backer, he is the prototype NFL inside linebacker that I love to watch. And so watching film on him, really helps me, break down my fundamentals and technique to where, I can become a good football player.
Have you been able to get any kind of assessment, draft-wise, kind of what that? It's a ways away.
No, yeah, I've not really been worried about that. The only thing I've been worried about, is what Coach Ed and Coach Hill have to say, about what my running is and my lifting and everything like that, which has been, up to par, if not better. So that's it.
Kash, have you been told not to call any of these SEC reporters?
Yeah, I've been. Coach Smith told us to be ourselves, but don't be to ourselves. Basically, so.
How do you walk that line? Obviously,
I mean, that was just. I was just thought of something we could laugh off. I didn't really think anybody take that serious, but. I'm just here to have fun, man, and I'm not here to, say anything stupid or outlandish or make predictions or say I'm the best at this or that. I'm not here to do that. So I'm just here to have fun with, with my teammates and have fun, with this event because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm just very fortunate to be here. So.
Benny came last year and said he was the best running back in the SEC.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, I mean that's Benny's personality. That's what gets him going. And that's what makes Benny Benny. So that's not me. So I'm here to be me.
When we're talking about these doubts that people have about this team and assuming you're going to take a step back, is part of that good that you guys can use this year?
Yeah, I mean I kind of like the fact that that people still disrespect us and still think that we're at the bottom of this league and we're in the bottom of this conference, and and like I said, each and every year that I've been here, starting from my freshman year, we started a foundation here, and then that year we took this step, the next year we took this step, next year we took this step. So how come this year we can't take this step? That's my process and how I look at it. And so for these people to come out and say that just because we lost all these talented players, colleges lose talented players all the time. I mean, and the reason that they continue to have good players is because they've built up a foundational program. And I think finally, Coach Stoops and his staff have finally gotten to that point where they could sign, a great recruiting class each and every year to replace players, that due to graduation. So I have no problem, with people, doubting us and disrespecting us. So keep it up.
Why do you think some programs get the benefit of that now?
Just because I think it's just the rich, winning history, they have, or some of these programs have, and rightfully so, because they've earned it, and I think it's about time, that maybe it's we just have to earn it, and so if it is what it is, then we'll have to go earn it.
Are you at your optimum playing weight at this point in time? I mean, you feel comfortable where you are?
I'm very comfortable where I'm at. I'm very comfortable where I'm at, where my team's at, where we are, academically, where we are on the football field, where we are in the weight room. Everybody's putting up good numbers. Everybody's running fast, and everybody's getting stronger. So I'm very comfortable where we're at right now. Can't wait to get to fall camp.
Speaking of the personality, that pin, is that the Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, House Stark.
What's that? I mean, what does that represent to you?
They're the baddest. They're the baddest of the houses. They had Jon Snow had a 1% chance of beating the White Walkers, but he did.
Who's your Arya Stark?
Was it the FBI percentage on Jon Snow's chances there?
I don't know. But what'd you say?
Who's your Arya Stark then?
Arya? I don't know. I just like it because I'm a big fan. I just think it's pretty cool. And plus, I kind of almost got the hair down, so it's kind of like put two and two together. So.
How much do you think the young guys who don't have a lot of experience yet, they'll learn from guys like ourselves, Benny and Mike Edwards and Josh and those guys, and how much does that set the tone for what they can do?
The way I look at it, everything that I've learned through people is almost through being engaged with them. So like kind of like just watching and being able to know how to, like I said before, how to practice, how to attack workouts every day, how to take notes in a meeting, how to go through every rep like it's your last. It's little things like that, that you may not think that kids pick up on or young guys pick up on, but it's the little things that you do. That if you're a leader and you're holding people to these standards, you better hold yourself to that standard, or else you're going to be a false leader. And that's one thing that I've always taken pride in, is never throwing out false information or misleading my teammates to where I'm demanding them do this and that when I'm not doing it. I've never been like that. So, yeah.
The last time you